Hello guys, it's Kazar. We will replay this time in the Indian Panzer on Lakeville. Sorry. This was probably one of the better games in the Indian Panzer that I had, but it's mostly because of luck. Unfortunately I could have even had a more awesome game, but I just simply wasn't able to carry that much. So let's look how we're doing. Hellcat got in a good position over there for spotting, so I have to say I'm quite amazed that he did. The WZ isn't smart, going in the valley where he has no fucking option of spotting jack shit. But then again, I'm not thinking that he's a very good player. So I have support of 3 heavy tanks now too. Coming with me, IS, T-34 and IS-3, which seems to be more occupied with standing there and camping. KV2 slowly coming our way. T-34 is completely AFK, the other one in the base. I think he will be AFK for the whole game. I'm actually not sure. So we have a Panzer IV, a Type 58 and a WZ fighting off the horde on the other side. So tier 6 tanks against tier 6 tanks. But there's our IS-3 over there, and he's easily able to just come around and destroy everything. This is a tier 8 game, but you can see there's only 3 tier 7s and the rest is tier 6s. So here come the horde. Now I use this car to give myself cover from this IS-3 and putting shots into his lower plate. Now I see another guy, so I think I'm gonna give you priority because he shot me in the top of my tank. You can see we are already outnumbered. There's only 3 of us. Now I unfortunately blocked the T-34. Tiger 2 comes around, but I put a shot straight into his turret because I know I can go through that. This guy is just backing out. I understand what he was trying to do, but he didn't allow me even to move out of his way because he was pushing me. So that was quite stupid. Now I didn't actually know that I can get hit from that guy, so I'm thinking of a way to get things done cause I'm alone. I thought to myself, well, this game is completely lost right now. There's too many enemies. I put a shot into Type because he's not paying attention to me. I think I fire faster than him. Put another shot into his lower plate. He hits my track, so that's one fortunate shot. I'm waiting for the Tiger 2 to come around. Put another shot into his lower plate. Back out. My reinforcements arrive. Oh, the T-34 actually moved. Yay for him. And finish off the Type. Now, while reloading, going for the second Type, I have to eliminate as much enemies as I possibly can before. And that shot just completely went somewhere else. So I finish him off. I see the Tiger back out right before he shoots. Aim for the engine compartment. Shot totally misses. God knows why. What was the reason for that? So I start to unload at his engine plate, counting for firing him up. But there's the IS that drifts straight in front of me. That was a bad shot. I shouldn't have aimed at the driver's hatch. Put one into his lower plate. He bounces off. I'm having amazing amounts of bounces in this game. Hit the IS and I think I damaged him. Another hit in that guy and he dies from the IS-3. IS-3, that guy didn't do jack shit this game. He's gonna have I think 5 kills, but he did like 1,000 damage. He only hauled the kills. So I'm going back to base because I'm thinking if I won't go back, no one will. I need to get back and there's a healthy number of them still left. So there's the Jagdpanzer. I get hit in the side. Decide to use this hill as cover. Put a shot into him. Back out. I'm thinking that I reload faster, which is wrong. So I get hit again from the 8.8. Now he dies horribly. Now I'm trying to side scrape a little bit with this tank because I really don't want to get hit by this IS. But unfortunately, this gun is completely inaccurate. It's supposed to be very accurate, but it simply isn't at all.
Penetration.
I side-scraped that hit.
We didn't penetrate
Put one
their
in his
armor.
tracks so I can move around and I can allow the KV-2 and the IS-3 to continue pounding on him. KV-2 shot, so I'm thinking I will have shots, but unfortunately I get hit by the Jackson, which is also on that ridge line.
Got him.
Finish off this guy, and I'm like, I have to hide myself right now. You can see that the whole other side, consider this, there were 6 guys on this flank. Everyone else was on the other flank, and look how many dead tanks are in our base. Maybe you cannot see it, but I'll try to show it. No, I don't see my mouse, so I can't. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dead tanks in our base. Seriously? Fucking seriously? 8 tanks died while fighting only 5 enemies. 5! Simply this game was mind-blowing. The only thing I can like tell in the favor is that most of them were low tier scouts or tier 6s, and they couldn't stand a proper fighting chance against, you know, IS-3s, for example. But then again, with a T-34, I think I would be way better at actually doing jack shit in the base than they were. You can see they killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies. Exactly 5 enemies, and 2 are still there. So I'm just waiting for someone to spot anything. I'm thinking that the VK will be going here, but that's not gonna be yeah, a little bit of, you know, small talk, because I know that they won't be able to do jack shit. It's now even. We were losing this quite hardly, but we got it even. So I'm going back. Full HP TD, yeah, and that's your excuse. Especially when you guys gonna see where he was. So I'm thinking like, I have 3 tanks in my base. If they will be coming for our base, there's not gonna be a problem. They will kill them all. I have 40 life left. So I'm thinking like, what can I do to make this game a win? I'm gonna go for the capture. I'm gonna try to find that RT and get him out of the question. Of the equation, rather. You can see there's 3 dead tanks right here against 2 of us, and 2 dead tanks on the 3 even on the left. So we killed 6 enemies, while just the enemy team on this flank completely collapsed while playing. There was all of the tier 8s almost were here. The 2 types, the Tiger 2, the IS-3, and an IS. No, sorry, 2 ISs. So except for that 1 IS-3, every single tier 8 and 2 tier 7 vehicles were on this flank, and they accomplished nothing. So I'm walking my way towards the cap, slowly but steadily. Slow and prosperable. Our guys have a good idea. They start to move up on that valley, and I'm thinking like, okay, if they will spot something, they can engage, and the enemy team won't be able to, you know, counter. The KV-2 is outside of my radio range, but he's staying in the base, which is also a good idea, because if they would go through the 4 line, through the middle of the map, they can do quite a lot of bad things, because those 2 tanks won't be able to cap nearly as fast. And boom, I spot something. I see the Jackson is over there, and I felt like the Jackson shot me. And now I get hit, and guys, look at where I'm standing. Just look where I am. What is my spotting range? I didn't spot the guy shooting me. He shot me again, and you're gonna see where that guy is. So I move behind this house to ensure that I'm, you know, covered. Put the T-28 out of his misery, but I get hit from the VK. And the funniest part is, the VK was standing here. He was right over here. You can see the tree just fallen. I could not spot a guy standing in a bush while being 100 meters away from him. That is ridiculous. And while he was shooting, mind you. So our teammates are coming around. You can see the thing that it just pissed me the most. Look at the health of that IS-3. He didn't go tanking. He didn't go and try to make it so, you know, he would take the damage with a full fucking life IS-3, which is a very fast tank. Look what the VK was. See? That guy, that douche, killed me over here, but I wasn't able to spot him. So they killed the VK and they're just gonna kill the RT. So just summing up, this guy, this IS-3 is, in my own opinion, he doesn't deserve the win, and especially he doesn't deserve 5 kills. He will have about 1,000 damage done. And he took almost no hits the whole game. Sorry, but that's not how you play a tier 8 heavy tank, especially the IS-3. If you play it like that, you should consider changing your line to the Germans to have more sturdy armor and standing fucking 5 kilometers behind the whole map. But that's it. Let's look at the end plates. Okay, so here you have the first plate for this game. On the first plate we can see I had a strong performance. 6,791 experience and 51, almost 52,000 credits. Sniper and ace tanker. I was amazed that this game earned me a ace tanker with the Indien Panzer. But this is 3 times because it was on the weekend. It was actually my birthday stream on the 20th. And yeah, that was one of the very first games that we played that night. And I got my ace tanker, which was awesome. But now let's look at the second plate. On the second plate we can see that I did 3.6 thousand damage, so every single shot that I took was noted. There was no artificial damage. The second guy to me, the Yaktiga 88, had 3.4 thousand, meaning he was the one who prevailed on the other flank and didn't allow the enemy to, you know, charge up and kill everyone. The KV2 had 1.2 thousand damage. And I think, yeah, he was driving around with the derp, so that's quite low. But still, he was in a tier 6 vehicle. Look at the fucking IS-3. That guy doesn't deserve the 5 kills that he had. He hoard kills, nothing else. He didn't do jack shit for the team. He didn't take damage. He didn't spot. He wasn't the one pushing up. Just his performance was poor. And I have to say I was very displeased with him. But we got 4 kills and 1,372 experience without a premium account. On the enemy team you can see that most of them just failed horribly. Look at the type. One type with 800 damage, second type with 1,500 damage, IS-3 with 1,000 damage, IS that did more. The biggest amount of damage on their team, RT. Seriously. They're just mind-blowingly bad. But yeah, let's look at the third plate. And on the third plate we can see I fired 24 times, penetrated 19 times, as I said, 3.6 damage done. I received 10 hits, so I was 1 hit shy of a steel wall. And potential damage received of 2.7 thousand, so I actually tanked in this game with the Indien Panzer just because a lot of those shots went into my tracks. I have damage upon spotting 1,000 because I spotted 5 enemies, so that's probably why I have such a huge amount of experience for this. And you can see on the bottom I received a non-premium, well, a premium 2058 experience with the Indien Panzer, which is very good for me. I think it was one of the better games I ever had in the Indien Panzer. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you liked it. Hit the like button and comment on the video if you think that, I don't know, the IS-3 did something good. But yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you guys next time on the battlefield.